Good morning, guys. So this is just going to be a quick clip. I'm going to add it into another video, but I wanted to clarify something. This is going to go in a Dougherty Dozen video regarding a comment that Alicia responded to about me, because I think that it's a good way to extend this conversation. And I think that she's completely incorrect of what she's projecting onto me. But I wanted to say, they got back from New York. It looks like the trip was great, so that's great for them. She showed that she bought one of her, as she calls them, extra kids a new bike. And it's an $800 bike. It's actually $750, but of course once you add taxes and that, you're at $800. So there's been a lot of discussion regarding, oh my God, why would she buy him a bike that was $800, blah blah blah. And I'm going to be really reasonable about this right now, because I think that when covering families like Alicia, there has to be some points where you're reasonable about it. And this is one of those situations. I saw the bike that she got him, and as some of you might know, I know a little bit more than I should about BMX bikes because of my boyfriend's past, present, and future of riding bikes. And the bike that she got him, first of all, $750 for a brand new bike that's a BMX bike made by the company that makes it. Kink Bikes makes the bike that she got for him, is not bad. I'm just gonna, put it out there. Now, I know some people look at that price tag and just think that's a lot of money, but honestly, it's really not that much. And secondly, the more important thing I want to say is, if that kid is getting a bike that is going to keep him not only preoccupied, also give him a physical activity that he can do outside of the house, so it will get him outside and he's not just sitting on his phone and playing video games or sitting on the couch and watching TV. I am here for it all day, all night, every single day of the year. It gave him something to do. It gave him something to work hard at, and he got really, really good at it. And if he didn't have his bike growing up, it would have been difficult. It gave him something to really look forward to. And because I've seen that firsthand, I am always here for kids having bikes. I am always here for kids having something outside of the home that they look forward to, something that's a physical activity, something that can, let them run their energy out. So if by all the content that Alicia has made featuring that kid, sharing parts of his story when she shouldn't have been sharing it, she has made a bucket load of money, okay? Just since the time that he's been living with her. And I don't know if that's going to be long term. But if he leaves that house in August because they're going back to court, and he can walk away with that bike that I know that he's going to keep for at least the next 5 years, if he walks away with that and that's something that gives him joy, and if he's having a tough day, he can go ride his bike and, get energy out, and it gives him something that he's really passionate about, I am 1000% here for it. So I know that there were a couple of comments saying, oh my God, why is she buying him an $800 bike? But that's one of the few things that she's done that I would co-sign every single day for the next, however long. So I just wanted to make that really clear before I go into this video, because as I said, I think that when talking about someone like her, and than anyone else, I'm going to be reasonable and tell you guys exactly how I feel. Is most of what she's doing bad? Yes. In my opinion, of course. Once in a while, if she is doing something good for these kids, then I'm going to say that she's doing something good. And I think her buying him a quality bike that he's going to be able to keep for at least the next, he could keep that thing for the next 10 years and, you know, still just have to replace parts maybe once in a while, but that bike is going to last him. That company makes decent bikes, and I hope that he not only rides his bike, but I hope that he gets really good at it. Who knows, he could be the next, you know, he could be riding BMX in the X Games, and we could be talking about that in 10 years. Who knows? But just to make it very clear, I am here for him having that bike. I'm really happy for him. And I'm also really happy that it gives him something outside of the house to do, so that he's not just scrolling on social media or playing video games. If it came down to buying a gaming system or a bike, I am always going to be here for a bike. Every single day. There's not a single day that I would pick buying a kid a video game console if they showed interest in having a bike or a skateboard or I don't know, you know, playing basketball or some kind of sport. I am always here for it. So just wanted to throw that in the beginning of this video, but I will let the video go on. Hey guys, the audio on this is going to be real bad, but I wanted to throw in that Alicia has also, she went ahead and she was showing her kids that are going to like a summer day camp, showing them getting picked up by the school bus. So now anyone who was curious knows exactly where her kids are going to this day camp. They're there unattended. So this is a pattern, but I still wanted to throw it in. Hey guys, it's Britt. Tonight we're here to talk about Alicia Dougherty saying that I am a hurt person that's hurting other people. So I had quite a few thoughts. If you're interested in hearing any of them, please keep watching. All right, you guys, so I was over on the Dougherty Dozen subreddit this evening, just kind of looking around, seeing what was going on today throughout the day, and I came across this post. It was actually just an hour ago, so probably 30 minutes before I came across it, and someone left a comment on a video of Alicia's, and they said, her name is Karen, and Karen said, why does that awful Radiant Brit woman have such a down on this family? And Alicia responded literally within 5 minutes of this person posting. So she's all over the comments. Let's not act like comments just slip through the cracks regarding talking about her kids, talking about other things that should not be in the comment section. This woman knows exactly what's going on in her comment section. She chooses what she wants to respond to and what she wants to ignore. And the fact that she doesn't delete some of the comments that I've seen is appalling. You know, I've seen comments, the boy that she calls one of the two bonus kids, I constantly see people talking about the way that he looks, how he's fine and he's handsome and he's, you know, such a striking young man. And I mean, the kid is literally a child. So why are we talking about a minor in that way? And why is Alicia allowing it to come through when I know that she's all over the comment section? Same thing on TikTok. And Alicia decided to respond and say, hurt people, we just keep pushing ahead with being ourselves and spreading joy. If people don't like us, they're free to scroll past. And Miss Karen responded and said, that is how she gets views, critiquing and breaking down others. And then she also responded and said, well said. Bravo, Alicia. You are absolutely deflecting, in my personal opinion. This is a way to veil all the criticism that she's receiving as haters and just toxic losers on the internet that don't have anything better to do. I'm pretty sure that she's going to see this video. If not, Auntie Lauren's definitely going to see it. So Auntie Lauren, if you're watching, hey, sorry you're blocked from my channel. Maybe you can leave a snarky comment down below from one of your endless sock accounts that you have. But many of us are just critiquing the very public content that Alicia is putting out. It has nothing to do with being a hater or being bored or needing a hobby or needing a job or just hating for no, apparent reason. Myself, and I will speak for myself in this situation because that's all that I really can do, but when I came across their content, I immediately felt like something was off, and I continued to look into it and come across more content and watch more of their videos, and I continued to collect more and more problems with what Alicia was putting out. Everything from names of medications for her children, but she'll mute out stuff that she's picking up for herself at the pharmacy. She knows how to edit a video to keep things confidential, but she never gives that luxury to her children. She will put out all the info. She doesn't protect anything. But if it comes to her health info and her medications and her personal info, she will edit it out or mute that clip that's giving the information, whereas she would never give her child the same luxury, and that's a big problem. Now, as far as reacting to this very public content, that's what commentary channels do. So if some of her little stands and fans want to run around and veil commentary channels as haters or trolls, that's their right, but I am damn sure not going to allow someone to literally spin a narrative that people that are raising valid issue with what Alicia is doing with some of these situations. I'm not just going to stay silent and allow that to roll by and have people that might not educate themselves just believe what Alicia is saying. Oh, they're just haters. They're just, well, I don't know why they even look at my channel. They can scroll past. That's not the way that the internet works. If you come across something that you don't like, you have every right to share that opinion. People are allowed to share their opinions about me. I'm allowed to share my opinions about whatever I come across online. And that's what I've done with Alicia, and I've done it with grace and class. And I could have gotten very ugly quite a few times, and I chose not to, because I've never felt like a message was going to be received well if it was screamed, yelled at, laced with all kinds of name calling or making fun of someone. You guys kind of know how I am, especially my subscribers that have been around for a while. That's just not the way that I deliver commentary. And I have felt like if there's any chance of someone even trying to listen to what I have to say, then flying off the handle is not the way to deliver the video. And that's just my opinion, and that's what has worked for me. One of the things that's really, really wild to me, truly, honestly, is that her fans, like this lady Karen, are very well versed in Alicia oversharing, not taking privacy seriously, telling people where they live, laughing it off when she says that Google has her address and people know where they live, inviting random YouTubers and saying it's okay for them to stop by her house at any point in time. Those YouTubers that stop by her house could absolutely be wolves in sheep's clothing, and I really hope that they're not. I hope that they're really nice people, but you don't know, and now they know where you live. So that to me is super scary. And for her fans to know about this and then still just try to spin this thing like there's just a bunch of haters is not only disgusting, but it's also sort of surprising just to see the blinders on some of these people where they're literally excusing her sharing all of this info with the internet. I don't care how many materialistic BS items she's giving each of these kids. I don't care how many vacations. I don't care what kind of clothes and food she's giving them. It doesn't give her the right to share their medical history, their mental health, struggles, where they go to school, what their birth parents are like. That is not hers to share. And that's where I'm going to stand on it. That's where I have stood on it from the get-go. And I'm not going to change my stance. As I've said from the beginning, if you are in a financial position to give these kids a safe, healthy, happy home, I think that's wonderful. But that also doesn't mean that you get to exchange that for exploiting things like the medications that they're on or their bathroom habits or anything like that with the internet. It's not a trade-off. If you're signing up for that because you're signing up to, parent another child when you bring another one into your home, when you sign up for that, you know what you're signing up for. You asked for that. You signed up for that. And just because you signed up for it, it doesn't give you an out to use their stories as part of your online personality. I know quite a few people in the last couple of videos that I've done have mentioned HIPAA regarding her oversharing prescriptions and medical issues and mental health stuff. And I want to talk about that really quickly. HIPAA does not protect a parent from sharing their child's medical info on social media. So that has everything to do with the provider, doctor, nurse, whatever, from sharing a patient's medical information with anyone outside of the authorized representatives for that patient. And if you guys have a better way of explaining it, please feel free. But my point is that it's doctor-patient confidentiality. It's not doctor-parent-child confidentiality where it blocks a parent from being able to overshare and exploit medical conditions online. Unfortunately, until that child is 18 years old, that parent can go ahead and share whatever they want to share. This is a tale as old as time. We've seen this so many times with parents utilizing their child's medical condition as a way to either get GoFundMe money, get donations, get attention, get subscribers or followers, or maybe all that they want is some sympathy. Each parent has a different reason for doing it, or maybe it's a few of those different things. Is it morally bankrupt? Absolutely. But unfortunately, HIPAA does not cover that. So I did want to mention that in this video. The last thing that I will say, because I really don't want this video to be 30 minutes of nonstop rambling. If you are a fan of Alicia and her content, I understand that. I can see why maybe some of that stuff is entertaining to you, like watching someone do an insane grocery haul. Like maybe that's entertaining. That's completely fine. But these people, the ones that are egging her on to veil criticism as haters or trolls, y'all are part of the problem. And that's my personal opinion, obviously, but you are adding to her ego, arrogance, and pride when it comes to exploiting and oversharing with these kids. You are hyping her up. You are co-signing it, and that's a big problem. And as long as I see shit like this online, I'm going to give my commentary about it, because I will not have my channel misrepresented as if I am some kind of hateful little troll that just has nothing better to do, and I'm only talking about Alicia. Like, this is an Alicia dedicated channel. Most of her fans and stands don't even take 2 minutes to look around and see what other family vloggers I talk about, because they don't care. And I'm not asking them to care, but at the same time, I am here to at least provide my stance when I see something like this, because I've worked damn hard to get to the point where I am on YouTube, and I'm very happy. I'm also very excited for the next upcoming year, 2 years, 3 years, 5 years, or however long this thing goes. I'm very excited for that, and I take my content and my platform very seriously. And I've not once made a video intentionally to hate on someone or just, did it out of boredom. There is always some sort of message, and I think most of my subscribers understand that. But then again, anyone who would co-sign Alicia Dougherty, I wouldn't even expect them to be able to remotely relate with any of the messages that I've ever come across with on video. So either way, that's going to be it for today. Yes, I am going to continue to cover this family just like I cover other family vloggers on my channel. She will be in rotation. I was hoping that maybe some of the criticism, she would make changes and stop oversharing with her kids, but unfortunately I think with the uptick of views, she's only going to continue to get more and more personal with the information that she's putting out there, and she's going to continue to embarrass these kids, and she's going to continue to call criticism negativity and just hurt people. I am far from hurt. I'm very content in my life, and I feel very grateful to be in the position that I'm in. So either way, deflection 101. But either way, for now, if you like the video, please leave a like and a comment. And if you'd like to see more from me in the future, please subscribe. I'll see you guys soon. Bye.